Mr. Chairman, sir, the whole procedure of allotment of coal blocks in our country is the greatest scam of the country. Mr. Chairman, sir, it is very unfortunate that since 1993, when the coal blocks were being allotted to the people, no transparent procedure had been followed in our country. First of all, at the first stage, nobody was aware which coal blocks were being allotted. The persons who got the benefit of the coal blocks were only aware of it. After that, notice was being issued that the coal blocks should be allotted. That procedure was followed. No tender was ever floated for the allotment of coal blocks. The country has given a lot of coal blocks to the persons concerned, but unfortunately, it has not received a single amount of revenue for the coal blocks. Sir, the most dangerous part is that right from the beginning, when the coal blocks were allotted, the minutes are there, but in support of the minutes, there is not a single file or a single document. When the standing committee took up this matter for consideration, despite the national's loss, the ministry had failed to produce the records in support of those minutes. Therefore, unless the assessment of the loss of coal blocks is on a presumptive value, the actual assessment cannot be done even by the standing committee, since the files were not available. The standing committee gave its recommendation 4 months back that there should be a threadbare investigation by the Central Bureau of Investigation from the inception of the allotment of the coal blocks. This is not a political target at all. People must know from 1993 to 2009 on what basis the coal blocks were allotted and what supporting documents are there for every minute. I am not speaking for a particular period. I am not speaking who are the parties in the power. I am speaking as a member of parliament that right from 1993 to 2009 there should be a threadbare investigation by the CBI to find out where the files have gone. It is not only the period from 2005 to 2009, but also from 1993 to 2009. Hence, I request you to kindly pass a resolution that the whole investigation should be done from 1993 to 2009. Since I am the chairman of the standing committee, I have spent a lot of time on this, but I did not get a single document for these years. Mr. Chairman, sir, I will be very brief in my submission. We suggested that first the coal minister would make a statement and then there would be a discussion in which the prime minister would intervene. Sir, it is quite surprising that there had not been any discussion in this house, although there was a discussion in the other house on this particular matter. The government agreed for a discussion yesterday. The issue of missing files has been taken very casually by the Prime Minister in his statement. The coal minister has stated that the missing files were pertaining to the period prior to 2004. I want to know as to what the intention of the government is behind making such a statement. Then, afterwards, it was found that many of the files which are missing are pertaining to a period when the Prime Minister himself was in charge of Ministry of Coal, when there is a screening committee and justification for allotment of coal blocks was done by it in the files, when each and every file was approved by the Prime Minister as he was in charge of the ministry. I want to know as to why, after 3 4 months, the House was told that if the files are not found, there would be an inquiry. Everybody knows about it because this is the biggest scam of the 21st century. The Supreme Court, while giving judgment on 2G spectrum, not only cancelled 122 licenses but it observed that the natural resources, mineral resources, belong to the nation, to the people. It is the duty of the government to take action and create confidence among the people that the government is running properly. When the government fails, the court takes this power. The government and the parliament are unnecessarily embarrassed now as the judiciary is taking over all the power and is dictating to the government. They are only saying that corruption is there. The court gives judgment also. In spite of the judgment, the government is not taking any action. Therefore, it does not create confidence in the government and the system. That is why this is a serious matter.